In this video, I want to talk about the top 5 best units in Anime Last Stand as of the newest Black Clover update. The units on this list will specifically be from the newest update. I understand that there are a couple better units from the previous updates, but I just want to talk about the new ones today. If you enjoy the video, maybe leave a like or subscribe. Anyways, let's get into it. Number 5. The number 5 spot on this list goes to Ichigo Hollow Form, Ichigo's third evolution. Ichigo is a hybrid ground unit with relatively high damage and the Fear passive on placement. If you don't know how the Fear passive works, Fear stuns the enemies for about 3 seconds and increases the damage they take by 10%. This passive alone is very valuable as a supporting option, and Ichigo has a very low placement cost of 1.25k. He also gets hybrid pretty early, as he only needs to reach upgrade 3. Overall, this unit can be a very strong support, especially with the right trait. His only downside is not being full AoE, but his circle is still pretty huge. Number 4. Moving on to the next spot on this list, number 4 is going to Dark Captain, otherwise known as Yami from Black Clover. Yami doesn't really have anything special about him, he doesn't have a passive, and he isn't even hybrid. What makes this unit strong is his pure damage. Yami currently has the 4th highest damage in the game with Glitched, capable of dealing nearly 14 million single target damage per second. If you need a strong boss killer, or even an early game damage dealer, Yami is a great option for the Dark element. He has a relatively low placement cost of 1k, and his upgrades are also fairly cheap. His only weakness is being ground only, and you could also argue that being a line AoE isn't too great either. But if you need just raw damage, Yami is pretty good. Number 3. Right in the middle of this list is going to be Windprint, or Yuno from Black Clover. Yuno is a nature element hill unit with the slow passive on placement. He has a pretty low placement cost of 1.25k and a placement cap of 3. Although his damage is quite lacking compared to other meta options in the game, he's currently one of the best early hill units for pretty much any game mode. If you play the game for a while, you may know about Green Esper, or Tatsumaki, and how she was meta for a very long time because of her slow passive. Well, Yuno is pretty much just a stronger version of Tatsumaki, which may be sad for some people with Glitched, including me, but Yuno is actually a very solid unit and in my opinion, definitely worth the grind. Number 2. Coming in at second place is the main character of this update, Asta Half Devil from Black Clover. This unit actually has a 2-step evolution process and takes a pretty long time to grind. Because of this, a lot of you may be discouraged and plan on skipping him entirely, but Asta is actually pretty strong. This unit is going to cost 2.5k to place and have a 2 placement limit, meaning traits like Overlord and Avatar are by far his best. Asta is a dark element ground hybrid unit capable of dealing insane damage. He's currently the 8th highest DPS dealer with Glitched. He's pretty similar to Yami in that he doesn't have a special passive or anything, so there's really not too much to talk about. But if you need a hybrid damage dealer for the dark element, Asta is a great option. On final upgrade, he's a cone AoE with a pretty big radius, which we know from units like Sun Jin Woo. Cone AoE isn't that much worse than full, and he's pretty strong overall. Number 1. Finally, the highest unit on this list, and what I believe is the best unit of the update, we have Time King or Julius from Black Clover. This unit can be obtained as a secret ultimate unit from Banner 3. Getting him can be very difficult and is a completely luck-based task, but he doesn't have an evolution. Time King is a light ground hybrid unit costing 2,000 to place with a 3 placement limit. This unit is incredibly valuable as both a support and an overall damage dealer. Time King is a full AoE unit and currently has the 5th highest AoE damage in the entire game. His strength as a support comes from his stun passive, which he gets at upgrade 3. The stun passive holds enemies in place for 2 seconds with a 5-second cooldown. Being a full AoE stun unit is huge for difficult game modes, like Infinites and Caverns. Most units this update either have a supporting passive or high damage, but can't have both. Julius is the only unit of this update that I believe can truly serve as both a meta support and a meta damage dealer, which is why I'm putting him in number 1. Well, that's going to be it for the rankings. Of course, this is entirely my opinion, and be sure to let me know what you think down in the comments below. Again, those were, in my opinion, the top 5 best units of the new Black Clover update in Anime Last Stand. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of the newest update, but I still think it's important to talk about which units are the strongest and which ones you should go for. Anyways, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed, hope to see you in the next one, and have a great day.